What's up everyone, welcome back to another vlog on the JayBee Milly channel. Today we are going to be going to the biggest yard sale we've ever been to. Because of the weather conditions, this is going to be twice the size of the usual garage and cars, yard sales that we usually go to. So we're going to be looking for hopefully some really cool stuff here today. Come along with us, let's see what we can find.
That was amazing.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
So we are now back from the yard sale. Apologise that you can see a bit of our schedule in the background. Hopefully we're going to get that a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, but we are currently reworking this channel room. So if you do want to see a full tour and updates, please follow us on social media and of course subscribe to the channel. But here we have some interesting curiosities. Now, we did do our best to bring this across in the vlog, but these were actually all just in a box and in pieces. So a lot of the times, I don't know if you can tell, but the legs on Daphne were kind of snapped there. I think same with Fred. Shaggy, for the most part, I think was okay. And a lot of the times it was either missing arms or, you know, just like a bit of snappage around that part there. But Milly was really cool and actually managed to repair these, which is absolutely incredible. These are unofficial. The vendor that was selling us to them these kind of gave us a bit of background information. Their friend has a 3D printer and decided to try and 3D print members of the Scooby Doo gang, and this was the result. And it was so cool because, you know, he could tell that they were broken, he could tell that we were looking for specific ones, and he actually just gave us them for free. So we were absolutely grateful for that. And for all they're unofficial, we think that it's really cool. And because 3D printing is such, I mean, I want to say it's a new thing. I know it's been kind of a thing for a while, but I've personally not used one, so it's new. It's a new concept to me. I really like that they've done this, and that's not all. Like, I kind of filter these off as, you know, quickly, but also as gently as possible, because there was also some other characters that I was actually first attracted to, because really, these are kind of small. I didn't see a lot of these when I was just browsing through the yard sale, but one that did stick out to me was, and I thought this was literally the only one, we have a Captain Caveman. Now, like I say, I thought that this was the only one there, and I was kind of like, oh, there's a Captain Caveman toy. That could be displayed with our Scoob stuff, because of course he was in that movie, and being Hanna-Barbera in general, it was nice to see him there. But it was just so cool here, and I don't know, again, if you can see, it was actually his arm that was snapped off. But Milly's done a really, really good job of sorting that out. Amazing, and you got the cape there. Oh, I just really like this. I don't know if that looks like it's flipping you off, but yeah, this is absolutely incredible. And the last one which I contemplated was Johnny Bravo. Now, of course, Johnny Bravo being more along the lines of Cartoon Network and stuff, not really sure if he qualified, but given the fact that they did that crossover Bravo Scooby Doo, it's definitely a contender on why he should be there. In fact, maybe we should just put Velma there with him. Maybe that's going to be his idea of being welcome into the channel room. I don't know. But yeah, those are really cool to find. And yeah, let's move on to the next thing. These are interesting ones because it was Milly that made the decision to buy these. And I was a bit like, I don't know if this fits. There's been a little bit of crossover with the new Space Jam, like the Mystery Machine shown in the background. And obviously I'd used the mashup to buy something that we used in our last vlog, which was the thrift store vlog. But I wasn't sure about buying this whole set. But upon reflection, I'm really glad that we did, because it's aged really well in that Lola Bunny, of course, in Space Jam and even Space Jam 2. She wasn't voiced by anyone that we've interviewed, but given the fact that it was recently revealed that Shantini Parekh actually voiced Lola Bunny as Daphne in the Acme Fool shorts, made Lola Bunny so much more elevated in, not my estimations, but in terms of her sentimentality as a character to us, to the channel room. So it was amazing to have her in here. And actually we got it for a really good price. I think it was only a couple of pounds. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is from the original Space Jam, not Space Jam A New Legacy, which I originally did think, because when Milly was like, so what are all these from? I'm like, oh, well, obviously New Legacy, because that's where they're out now. But actually when we looked at it, I don't know if it's visible here, but it says copyright 1996. So I do think these are from the original, which again makes it a lot better. I don't hate the New Legacy Space Jam, I've not seen it, and really I've not had that much attachment to the original Space Jam, but for me the older things we can collect the best. So This is an incredible set. They do have a bit of functionality sometimes when they move. I think they're like rollers. But yeah, we've kind of got ideas and plans to showcase them in an individual short or a series of shorts at some point, because I can't really do it that well from this angle. But there's actually, oh, I think this has taken us the longest in terms of showcasing items, and we're not even halfway. This yard sale was massive. Now, with the last vlog, we showcased a Fred Flintstone money box, and this time we found a Fred Flintstone Itty Bitty, which is absolutely amazing. I really do love these Itty Bitties. I think that over in the UK, they limited some of the Scooby ones. So, for instance, we only got Shaggy and Scooby. I know that the States have the whole gang. Maybe we do as well, it's just more difficult to find. But it was really cool to find this Fred Flintstone one, because this is actually building on some of our collection. We've got this, and we've got Dino as well. So I'm curious to know if in the UK, like we got Shaggy and Scooby, if we only get Fred, Dino, maybe Barney, but I don't know which other ones are available in the UK. But definitely really cool to find this. You'll see there's a bit of a theme going on, like this vlog and the last vlog, all in total, for the weekend we had, it was actually quite Flintstones based. So yeah, not mad at that at all. But this was our Fred Flintstone Itty Bitty, which is absolutely amazing. Now, another thing we found, which I really love, probably have to switch up the angle a little bit, is Scooby Doo board game. Help Scooby and the gang escape from the maze of mayhem. Now, we do have a Cyber Chase one of these. I think it's from the same set. Maybe, for all it isn't sealed, we'll do an unboxing of this. Oh, look. Scooby and the gang are trapped in the creepy maze. The keys to the old wooden door are buried deep, so it's up to the gang to do some digging. But watch out where you dig. The last thing you need is a zombie on your trail. Be the first to find the old key and escape from the maze of mayhem on a full belly of Scooby snacks, of course. A game for 2 to 5 players aged to 6 and up. So, yeah, I really love that. Again, we might unbox it. We might even play it for the channel. So that's this, which is really, really cool. Now, here's a little fun side tangent, side story that I'm just going to share. Now, for a lot of these, we found, you know, all the Scooby stuff. And that's good news, obviously. But it was so funny. I made the mistake, and I'll put that in like little quotations if you can see that, of wearing a Scooby-Doo t-shirt to the yard sale, because I was kind of worried that people will see that we're interested in a Scooby thing, and they'll see the t-shirt, realise that we're part of the Scooby fandom, and mark up the price a little bit. I mean, I don't know how likely that would have been. I would personally try and get maybe 50p or a quid more from someone if it looked like they were into the fandom. Like, I guess that's just good business. So quite a lot, I left Millie to ask what prices things were, while I kind of crouched down hiding my t-shirt from like sight. So really funny. But this is a Shaggy Toy. You've got, it's like a little push one, so there, I'll like showcase that from this angle. See, it's kind of scared, it's holding up the lamp, the lantern, to look for spooks. But it's kind of cool. I expected this to be McDonald's, but I think, I don't know if that'll come into clear. Oh, it's probably here actually. So we'll try and get this in focus, because it should have, there we go, some Burger King branding. I don't know how common that was. Usually with Scooby stuff, it's McDonald's, at least in the UK. So it was cool to find some Burger King stuff there. Now, moving on to the next thing. It is a Scooby Doo DVD. Free spooky DVD treats. So we've got What's New Scooby Doo, Mummy Scares Best. What's New Scooby Doo, Homeward Hound. And What's New Scooby Doo, Recipe for Disaster. Which, fun fact, is Millie's favourite What's New Scooby-Doo episode. At least I think it is. I remember it's one that I distinctly remember her mentioning, and also it's one that I had on DVD as a kid. Like with a lot of these, but I just remember that one having its own disc. Comment down below if you remember that. There's all your synopses. And I really do think as well, all these individual episodes, I'm pretty sure we've interviewed the writer of all of them. Maybe you have to correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure we have, which is absolutely amazing. And again, to find DVDs, I don't know, it's rare to find ones we haven't had, because a lot of them, like the ones that say Mark Marsh has, are really rare and bespoke, and we can't really find them on the open market for cheaply. But the fact that we could find something like this is an absolute dub. And I think this was 20p. So, I don't know what that is in cents. Just imagine 20 cents. I don't know if that's a good price, but it was good for us. Now look at this. Like we mentioned, this was a massive Flintstone weekend. My goal for this, I think it's a pencil case. But what I really want to do is I want to get the Fred Flintstone Itty Bitty, the Dino Itty Bitty, and put them either in this pouch or that pouch, and then have that facing up, propped against somewhere in the room. I think that would be cool. We here got Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble. No real branding on the back, a little bit of damage. But other than that, really, really cool. We also have this set of Fred Flintstone in his car. You can see the kind of markings there. And also Wilma Flintstone in her car. So again, very on theme with this kind of Flintstones weekend that we've been having. And interestingly enough, these are both corgis, which they're like such a nice make-off model, you know, die-cast cars. Really wish that we'd found them in the box, but even without the box, these are amazing. I mean, their faces look a bit crazy. It's almost a bit cursed, but to find these just for very cheaply, I think, again, the pair of these were a couple of p. Like, maybe, I guess collectively, maybe this was just £1. But yeah, it's incredible, and we love that. Now, the last thing we found, apart from something I've been hiding for this whole video, is this. So, it's a bit unfortunate that we don't have the Scooby tag on here anymore, but that's the risk you take when getting on the second-hand market. And for a lot of these older toys, that's just the case anyway. But it's so soft, so plush, and that is the bean. So it's like a Beanie Baby Scooby Doo. And not only that, it says designed exclusively for the Warner Bros. Studio store, 2003. So I know there's like an online one, but I don't believe we had a Warner Bros. Studio store in the UK. So this will have needed to have been imported, but either from eBay or bought back then when someone was on holiday or vacation. I don't really know. Again, we were out of the Scooby scene for a while, so I'm not sure if these were ever distributed in the UK in like a mass capacity, like on Double Box Toys or anything like that, like Funko Europe, that type of thing. But it was really cool to find this. And now, the big one. This is going to be a really, really fun item to showcase. So this is the Scooby Doo guard, the room guard. It may actually interrupt us throughout going through this because I have primed it to detect, but this is absolutely incredible. I mean, look at the gorgeous condition this is in. Now, I don't know when this was made. I think maybe 1998, but the fact that it's in such amazing... Oh,
you're my best friend. I love you. Scooby-Doo guard duty is now over. I'm hungry. Yeah, let's eat.
Oh, I mean, oh gosh, there are worse things to be interrupted by. But there, like, it still talks. I mean, that's the main thing. Now, we do have another version of this. I'm going to flash it up in, like, I'm going to edit this in, because the one we actually had was in worse condition. The fur didn't look anywhere near as good. And also, the collar couldn't detect, the voice wasn't there, like, the voice was basically non-existent. It was just a plush with, like, an endoskeleton, if you want to get FNAFy about it, inside. And that was it. But we did have the box of it, so now we've got a working, pristine condition, or at least what I would consider pristine. Obviously, collectors grading things nowadays will probably say differently. I'd say it's in pretty good condition, though. Like, we've got a really good condition, operational Scooby-Doo room guard, and also the box. So I think that's absolutely incredible, and an amazing find as well. Millie was so good with this. She went all like Rick Harrison on us, because they wanted, I forget how much exactly, no, they wanted £20. So just imagine $20. I know that the conversion doesn't quite add up, but $20. And then I think they said that they would reduce it to 15. And Millie said, will you take 10 for it? They eventually met on 12. So super negotiated. We got this for £12. And now we've got the box to go along with it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this. This has definitely been a great couple of vlogs. And I think it is only like a hint at what's to come, because these have obviously been my 2 favourite vlogs we've ever done. So thank you so much for the support on these videos. We want to keep on bringing them to you. So yeah, if you want to see more, and obviously all this set up in the room, follow us on Instagram. I'll leave that linked in the description down below. So yeah, please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.